Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp. And today, we're looking at how those odds have been acting up for the game between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. How you doing today, man?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks, man.
All right, no problem, man. Now, lines makers have this one favoring the Packers, or opened it up at -5. Now, since then, that line dropped to -4 and -4.5 in 5Dime's case, as always. You know, they're the odd one out this week. Anyways, Falcons and Packers played last week. Packers won that one, but it wasn't easy, 37-43. Broncos showed up, man. That defense was incredible against Peyton Manning, rushing that game. It was pretty good, 17-24. Packers come in 10-3 straight up, 7-5-1 against the spread. Bills 7-6 and 7-6 against the spread as well. Now I'm thinking here, man, the Bills defense is definitely going to look sharp in this game. They're playing they're going to be playing Aaron Rodgers, you know, and we know what he can do, you know. I'm thinking that this might be a game that we should consider, you know, looking at the Bills. But what do you think, man?
Yeah, I am tempted. I am very tempted to take points with the Bills here. Not so much as a disgruntled Bears fan. It's just that you're right. The Bills defense, and it's like I actively look for opportunities to face the Packers. But I will also give credit to 5Dimes. They have a very reasonable line at -4.5 and -110 for this game. So a good job to them. But yeah, there's something stopping me, Dax. I can't. The Packers are, you know, they're like we talked about the Patriots earlier. They're like that team in the NFC that just looks like they're better than everybody else, if not slightly, still better than everybody else. And in Buffalo, you know, as good as their defense is, Green Bay is going to be able to score 24 to 28 points in this game. And I don't think Buffalo is going to be able to do that. So, you know, the question is, you know, is 4 a good number, you know, to say that Buffalo could probably be within 3 or 4 points at the end of this one? I don't know. I think they can, but it's not going to be because of that offense. They're going to have to turn Aaron Rodgers over, and they're going to have to get after him. You know, even though Rodgers is great outside of the pocket, they're going to have to hit him. Yep. And, you know, if those two things are happening, I would love Buffalo +4, +4.5 here. Even Bovada actually is the one that's the odd man out of this one right now. They have it at 5.5 still. So I'm thinking at Bovada +5.5 Buffalo, if you can still get that number, is pretty solid. But yeah, I think at 4, where most of the industry seems to be going right now, or 4.5, I'm not as intrigued by the Bills at this point.
Yeah, I agree, man, especially with that offensive deal. You know, Kyle Orton has been all right, you know, and then he stepped in, you know, pretty good for E.J. Manuel and all. But it's still a team that doesn't really have that much balance in the offense. I think that Fred Jackson is back, so he should be running the ball a little bit more. But still, you know, Fred Jackson's getting up there in age, so he doesn't have the wheels that he used to have. But I don't know. I mean, I do think that the Bills' defense can actually stop the Packers, but, you know, we've seen the Packers, you know, brush through that like nothing. I mean, they had a good game against the Patriots a couple weeks ago, right, where they pretty much stood up against a good defense as well.
Yeah, and people also talk about this game, you know, about how Buffalo has a home field advantage. Well, it's not so much a home field advantage because both of these teams play in very similar climates. Yep. So, and it's not like the Green Bay's coming in and they're going to be thrown off by the weather and the wind and whatever that's going to be happening in northern New York this weekend. So, you know, I'm inclined to think that the Packers are going to win this game. I don't think there's many scenarios this Sunday where they lose outright, but I think there are a lot of scenarios where they won't cover this game. But so, like I said, I'll say it again. You know, it's just Bovada looks like they're one of the only ones holding out at that 5.5 number. I'm not really seeing it at really any other book besides them. So if you like it, if you like the Bills there, I would go ahead and take the points. If not, probably not a whole lot of value. Potentially the under could be a good play on this one. The total has crept up to 50.5, which I think is incredibly high for this game in Buffalo. Even, you know, if the Packers, you know, still could score 28 points and this total could go under. So, but yeah, I'm not really on the side of the Packers this week at really any number. I think that's the main focal point of this.
Yeah, but that's the Bears fan in you talking, I guess.
yeah, you're probably right.
All right, Jordan, good stuff, man. Hey, let's do this again next week, buddy.
All right, thanks, Dax.
No problem, man. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.